Lecture 10. Export settings for YouTube, social media and more. Editing a video is only half the journey. Getting it out in the world is the other half. Imagine spending hours perfecting your project, but then uploading it in the wrong format so it's look blurry on YouTube or doesn't fit properly on Instagram. That's why understanding export settings is so critical. In today's lecture, we'll go over how to export videos in Filmora with the right settings for different platforms, including YouTube, Instagram and TikTok. By the end, you will know how to make your videos look polished no matter where you share them. Objectives of the lecture. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to navigate Filmora's export panel, choose the correct resolution, aspect ratio, and format for your video, understand the best export settings for YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Save time by using presets tailored for different platforms. Export panel in Filmora. When you finish editing, click the export button. For example, if you have just finished this project and you just want to export this video, for that you will just click in here as export and click on continue. And here you can see you have all these settings available in here. Here you will see options such as format. When you just click in here, you have MP4, WMV, AVI, MOV and all of these. MP4 is the most universal choice. So we'll just go with MP4. For resolution, you can just click in here and you have options like 720 pixel, this is for 720p, this is 1080p and this is for 4K. Frame rate, commonly 24 FPS, 30 FPS or 60 FPS depending on your project. But in this video we are using 25 FPS as 25 frames per second. Presets for platforms. Filmora provides ready-made settings for YouTube, Vimeo and other platforms. Practical example. If you are making a video essay for class, exporting in 1080 pixel MP4 at 30 frames per second is usually the best balance for quality and file size. For example, when you just go with 720 pixel, the size will be 17 MB. But if you go with 4K, the size becomes 134 MB. So when you just increase the resolution, size automatically increases. Export settings for YouTube. Resolution 1920 by 1080. 1080 pixel is the standard. 4K if your footage supports it. Frame rate. Match your original footage, usually 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second for gaming or fast motion. Format. MP4 with H.264 codec. Bitrate. Higher bitrate means better quality, but also larger file size. Practical example. A student uploads a tutorial video in 720 pixel and it looks blurry. Re-exporting in 1080 pixel makes it crisp and professional. Export settings for Instagram. Feed posts 1080 by 1080, Scare or 1080 by 1350, Portrait. Stories or Reels 1080 by 1920, Vertical. Format. MP4 is ideal. Practical example. If you post a campus event highlight as a vertical reel 1080 by 1920, it fills the phone screen, making it more engaging than a horizontal video squeezed into the space. Export settings for TikTok. Resolution 1080 by 1920, vertical. Frame rate 30 frames per second is standard. Format MP4 with AAC audio. Practical example. A short motivational clip recorded in horizontal format won't look right on TikTok. Exporting it vertically ensures it fits the platform perfectly. General export tips. Keep file size manageable. Avoid unnecessarily high settings if your platform doesn't support them. Always preview. Watch the exported file before uploading to catch mistakes. Use presets. Save time by selecting Filmora's built-in export presets for YouTube or devices. Exporting is where all your editing comes together, making sure your video looks great on any screen. By matching settings to the platform, you deliver your work in its best possible form.